Do you want to introduce it since you're the new star of the show?
Oh, God.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Above the Notches Outdoor Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Adam Noyce. Joining me is my co-host, Ryan Marvin. Say hi, Ryan. Ryan, whatever your name is.
What's up?
It's, as the time of recording this, it is September 2nd.
Second day of hunting season.
You and I went out for a little bit yesterday.
Yep. Showed you a couple of classic spots.
I knew of one of them.
The cornfields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one I knew of. I've never seen them before, though. I'd never actually done that.
And then I took you to probably one of the best views in the state.
Yes.
One of the most well-kept secrets, because if Flatlanders ever saw it, there'd be a 3-lane highway up there so people can take a look.
I do find it really funny that there was that plastic chair that was up there. It's like,
oh, yeah, somebody else has
somebody had the right idea.
Someone's been smoking cigars and drinking beers up there.
Yeah.
Well, plus me and that spot have history.
Yeah,
because,
right.
you know, I grew up hunting up there. It's probably one of the first places my dad ever took me hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And I shot 3 of my firsts up there. I shot my first bear, my first deer, and my first turkey, all within a few hundred yards of each other. So,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a good spot. What's crazy is it gets a lot of hunting pressure too. Normally spots that get the kind of pressure that spot gets, like the animals will figure out pretty quick that, you know, there's a lot of people around. We probably shouldn't go out there or we're going to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the animals just seem to hang out up there.
May I tell you that there is something that I'm thankful. When my grandfather was alive, or that property that he owned, which I hunt all the time, he just left it open.
Yeah, go for
it. Anybody could go hunting back there, and everybody and their brother did. Specifically, one family hunted it nearly to death. I'm kind of happy that it's posted now.
Yeah,
it's let in particular the deer population come back in there because they started avoiding it. So in terms of like the public land versus because you mentioned you and I had kind of a conversation offhandedly yesterday about Flatlanders coming up here and just buying up all this property and then posting it.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yes. And the thing is like usually they're there to either use it for themselves because they want to escape the hellhole that they created from their own state, or they're going to develop it of some kind. So I have kind of mixed feelings about it in terms of the posting your property and stuff like that, and because sometimes people posting their property can drive me absolutely nuts. Yeah, it was driving you nuts yesterday. I know that. Sometimes
just to remind people, we are from New Hampshire, where I think we're one of maybe 4 or 5 states in the nation where we have open land laws. And as long as a piece of property isn't posted and the owner hasn't told you that you can't hunt there, you can hunt there.
Right.
And it's one of the best things that our state will ever done and has not fucked with. And, you know, who knows how long it'll last. But it's a great thing. So basically, you know, there's these spots that just you grow up hunting. You know, there's these good spots, and there's certain spots that's kind of like community spots where like everybody hunts there, you know. And they'll have a name that everybody knows, like, you know, the pig pens is a spot that I know of. And so when a masshole comes in from out of state that doesn't know nothing about the area and doesn't have history with these spots, he buys it all up and posts it all so nobody can use it anymore. It's depressing. And it's one of those things that he got the money and he bought it and it's his right to do so, but you're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, you see, it's funny that you just offhandedly said masshole. You know, the people that infuriate me the most are from New York.
True. They're all Flatlanders, so.
Yeah, I just don't know what is it. I think I've dealt with two people from New York that have moved up here, and they just moved up here. Both of them have the worst attitude towards anything that is like mainstay here. Yeah. And I'm like, why did you move here then?
Yeah, you move out of this area that you now hate because it's, you know, too developed, people suck, there's too much traffic. Then you move up here and then you want it to be like the place that you left,
Yes.
that you claim you hated. I don't understand.
I don't get
And
it.
they will also vote that way too.
Yes.
I got a great story tangential to this. So my whole life, me and my dad, since I was old enough to hold a gun, we would go up on these trips up to Pittsburgh, which is Pittsburgh in New Hampshire is the northernmost town, and it's on the Canadian border.
And I find it funny that it is the largest town in New Hampshire, but it has like the smallest population.
Yeah, right.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's tiny. Me and my dad would always go up there when I was a little kid, and we'd go partridge hunting up there. Mm-hmm. And it was a great getaway because there was no cell service. And I mean, zero cell service.
I get what you're saying.
So you would go up there, you'd turn your cell phone off, and if you had to call back home for some reason, there was a payphone at the one gas station in town. Mm-hmm. And you'd have to wait in line with all the other hunters calling home. And so you'd get in conversations with hunters and stuff like that. It was fun, you know, how many do you shoot today and stuff like that. But now you go up there and their cell phone tower, you have service in 75% of the town. So it ruined some of that magic of we are away and nobody can get a hold of us. And that's exactly what we want.
Mm-hmm. Because
don't get me wrong, if I fell over and broke my leg,
you want
cell service.
Yeah. You know,
I don't even know how to describe. There was just a magic to. You're in Pittsburgh. There's no people. You're hunting animals, and your cell phone's mute. It was like going back in time almost.
Well, I think that's actually kind of funny because I think our generation is one of, if not the last generation, to remember what it's like before cell phones.
Sure. I can remember times when it was more common than not for someone to just not have a cell phone.
To not have a cell phone. What it was like to be outside and...
All the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
And actually use your imagination instead of just sitting behind.
And then the PlayStation 2 and Medal of Honor Frontline dropped, and we were fucked ever since then.
Yes. All you need to do is play the first beat, or the first bit of music from the main menu theme of Frontline. And I am immediately transported back to being like 10 years old. Game holds up shockingly well. I mean, it's dated in terms of its presentation,
and its gunplay is lacking.
Slow. It's unbelievably slow. The atmosphere in that game is top notch. It is top fucking notch.
We were playing that before we ever watched Saving Private Ryan, mm-hmm. So this was like, you know.
Why was Saving Private Ryan ripping off Medal of Honor Frontline? Only to discover, you loved European Assault, which came out a little later.
European Assault was great.
I liked the music, and don't get me wrong, I had fun playing the game. I didn't really care for the game as a whole, and that's because I became very much so a Call of Duty baby.
Yeah, I hung on to Medal of Honor a little bit longer.
Yeah, you did.
I really liked Rising Sun. Rising Sun is a damn near perfect start to finish.
Yes. Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why I started going more towards Call of Duty was because
we've gotten so off track.
So off track. Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 blew my fucking mind. And I think that's what made me go. In fact, I've done a whole video on it on my main channel. Is this the best World War II first-person shooter? Yeah.
Boop. Bloomfield.
Fucking Bloomfield. There was Kelly Bloomfield Hawkins, Delaney.
Sergeant Hawkins.
There was Captain Delaney. There was Corporal Denley. And then there was you.
Yeah.
Do you learn who...
and all the voice actors were from...
Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers, yeah. Yep.
What does that have to do with hunting? I don't
know.
Dangerous Hunts.
Dangerous Hunts.
Do you remember Dangerous Hunts?
Dangerous Hunts 1 and 2.
2? Dangerous Hunts 2 is the most insane thing I'd ever played.
That was my wooden leg.
Thank God, that was my wooden leg.
Oh my God.
Not to worry. That was my wooden leg. I'll be fine.
That game is terrible. But
Dangerous Hunts 1's at least you went hunting.
Yeah, right.
Dangerous Hunts 2 was a story-driven game.
Yes.
And it just did not help.
Do you remember how the last level you fought the Yeti?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's so good. There was a charm to old PlayStation 2 games.
Especially cheap.
Yeah.
Games like that. And I remember this one level where you're in a truck in Africa and you have to tranquilize this
Cheetahs
horde
and stuff coming at
horde of elephants.
Yeah.
this horde of elephants, and if you accidentally shot one twice, you'd kill it.
And as I recall, the female like lead,
yes,
like other person in the level was annoying as shit.
But it introduced us to not Bromley, because Bromley was in Medal of Honor Rising Sun.
Yeah.
But it was another British dude.
Yeah.
And I forgot his name.
The name's Dowling, sport. Reginald Dowling.
And what was interesting was Dangerous Hunts 1 was it like a quote-unquote hunting game. There's no real story going on.
Yeah, no, you like...
You could pick what you were hunting.
Got your gun and you went hunting.
Yeah, yeah. Dangerous Hunts 2, those were side quests within the game itself if you wanted to actually just go hunting. Insane game. Utterly insane. And I saw somebody do a Let's Play of it recently, and I'm like, wow, this game does not hold up.
We should... we need to throw like random like wacky clips from that game into this episode.
Yes, yes.
Oh, now we got Joe! My God, it's the Yeti! What are you doing, man?
Apparently, some of the other Dangerous Hunts games got crazier.
Oh man, that would be...
And I just never played them.
We should do that.
Yes.
We should that needs to be on our outdoor channel. We should do outdoor games.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, Dangerous Hunts 1, I'll never forget how like you could follow the bullet. If you like held down a button, you could follow the bullet and see where the bullet went. And I will never in my life forget the sound that the moose made when it died. Yes, it was a very distinct sound, and for some reason that has always stayed into the recesses of my brain.
My favorite was they'd always put, I think this was Dangerous Hunts 1. Whenever you found the group of deer you wanted to hunt, there was a wolf there too.
Oh yeah.
So like, you're like, oh yeah, there's a deer, and then you'd start aiming at it, and all of a sudden a wolf would attack you out of nowhere and scare the shit out of you.
Yes, every one of those animals was out to kill you.
Even the deer would charge you sometimes if you shot it and wounded it.
The moose would. I know that the moose would, because I remember this one time we were up on a hill. I love how I'm talking about this like it's an actual freaking hunting trip. There was one time where
I was out in Saskatchewan one time.
I shot this fucking moose. And suddenly like I know I wounded it, so I was trying to follow it. And suddenly like out of nowhere, it like popped up over the hill and just like gored me to death. I'm curious how that game looks. I haven't seen any Let's Plays of Dangerous Hunts 1 at all.
I know 2 looks bad.
2 looked a lot worse than 1. And I remember saying that even back then.
You could tell they kind of like probably had the same budget for both.
Yeah.
But they did like, we're going to throw our budget towards story in number 2.
Yeah.
And then some other things suffered.
Oh, some other things suffered, all right. There's a couple of ones that have come out now on PC where you can play with VR.
The Hunter Classic is a great hunting game.
When did that come out?
That one's been out for a long, long time, but it's been updated like the whole time. I believe it's in its standalone version now.
Okay.
The Hunter Classic, which is PC, and then there's the Hunter Call of the Wild, which is platform.
Yes.
And they're both really good.
Because I've seen a few people play them. I've seen clips of it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, an actual hunting game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actual YouTube channels that are dedicated just to those 2 games, I believe.
Okay. Well, that doesn't surprise me, considering the fact that I have a YouTube channel that's devoted to nothing but that game, War of Rights, that every once in a while I send you a clip of.
My favorite was in that clip where you were like in charge, and that random rebel or whoever jumps in, you just pow, shot him right in the face with a revolver. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's great.
Oh, I'm totally forgetting the hunting game that I probably played more than any other one. It's the one I grew up playing. It's Deer Hunter 3. It weirdly sold really well, I think, because like I've talked to other hunters that are like my age, and they remember this game too. Like they had it. It was very chunky, but it was like really real. Like you had to do like real shit in the game. Like when you chose your gun to go hunting with, you had to go sight it in.
Oh,
like you
shit,
had to
yeah.
make scope adjustments and stuff like that. I was like, that's pretty cool. And there's like a gun range you could go to, and there's a bunch of different guns you could choose from. And, you know, obviously, I think this game came out in like 99 or 2000 or something like that.
Okay,
or
so
97.
It's a real old
Late
game.
90s. Graphics, I mean, are of the time, but the gameplay was shockingly realistic.
Was this on PC?
Yeah. The gameplay was shockingly somewhat realistic because you had to play the wind, and if the wind started going
Yes.
towards deer, sometimes they'd spook, and sometimes you'd go hunting in this game, you wouldn't see anything.
Yes.
You just like real hunting, sometimes you just don't see anything.
More times than not, you don't see
Yeah.
anything.
Way ahead of its time. You could like use snowmobiles and use four-wheelers
Mhm.
and use trucks and stuff like that.
And the frames per second was like 20. It had like a low
Oh yeah,
frame,
it was
frame
chunky.
rate. Yeah.
So there was like just go hunting mode, which was like you just go hunting. And then there was season mode. But it wasn't like a season mode as in like, you know, an MLB game or something like that. It was just like the months of the year.
Yeah.
But you could go scouting, like when it wasn't like deer season. So but you could put in your backpack like, I think it was wheat and corn. You would go scouting or whatever, find the spot you liked. You'd plant wheat and corn, or just throw the seeds out of your backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and then go back and put a stand up or whatever. And then you'd skip forward to like October or whenever the season started, and you'd go back and the wheat and corn had grown.
That's pretty cool.
And then all of a sudden there was more likely to be deer around because there's food there now.
It was Minecraft before Minecraft.
Almost. And then there was like really fun cheats and stuff like that too,
Yeah.
that you could do. Like it was like r/find deer. And then it would like, you know, boop, you would come up beside a deer. But that game was fantastic. That really, like when it was a hunting season, that's what I played. Like, or like, you know, the night before hunting season started, I'd hop on there and get in the mood to kill something.
Out of context, that's a wild thing to say. In context, yeah, I get it.
It's like those Top Gear intros.
Yes. On today's Top Gear, James
Ryan says he wants to kill something. Adam falls over a log.
I never played any of those games. You see, I had a tradition before I would go out hunting with Mark, because Mark used to be the guy to take me out hunting.
Yeah.
We would watch bad Bigfoot movies the night before.
Oh, we might have to cut this out. I'm gonna go on a tangent here. Do you remember that fucking Bigfoot movie we watched at your house one time? We got it we were at like Walmart with your mom or something like that, and we found it in like the bin at Walmart.
Oh god, the bin.
Everybody knows these bins where
Yes.
it's like $3 for a DVD or
Yeah.
whatever. It was like searching for a Sasquatch or something like that, but they're like out looking for Bigfoot, and all of a sudden they find this huge thing of shit, and it's like da 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 da.
Yes, I do remember this. It was a spoof. It was like
I can't find that movie.
I
online.
can't find it anywhere. I have not thought about that movie since watching it, and now you have brought that back into my brain, and I'm going to obsess over it.
I think about that. That movie will pop into my brain once every so often. I'll be like, and then I'll look for it on my phone, like online. I can't find it.
I swear to God, that was a porno. I don't remember the
Softcore, maybe. I definitely don't remember penetration.
But yeah, they were looking down at it, and they're like, "Phil, pick up the evidence." Oh, come on!
Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah. I can't.
I thought about it like a few months ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to talk to Adam about it." Because it's like one of those.
Did we actually see this?
Did we watch this movie, or is this just something that I had like a dream about and like associated it to a memory? We watched the whole movie.
Yes.
Then we were watching it a second time, and your mom walked in.
Yes.
And it was like a scene where like one of the chicks was naked with Bigfoot.
Yes.
And she was like, "What the fuck?" And she like took it out of the
she took
DVD
it out.
player.
Yeah, she did. She took it out.
Can't be watching this.
She took it out and threw it away. That existed.
Yeah. And I really want to find a copy of it.
And see if it holds up.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Like we've got when you're a kid, you've got like a manicured movie experience because you watch the movies that your parents allow you to watch.
Yeah.
And then it was like a searching for Bigfoot thing, and we were like weird kids that liked, you know, Bigfoot stuff.
Shit.
And so our parents were just like, "Yeah, fucking watch it," and didn't think anything of it. And it was the first time where we were like kids and watching a movie, we were like, what is this?
I remember that. I was like, what am I watching? Anybody can go onto my main channel and they'll understand that I've watched.
We're gonna have to do some Google searches and figure out what that movie is.
What the hell that movie is? Yeah. And what's disturbing me about that memory is that I remember it, but I can't remember anything.
I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Where they found the shit and they told the new guy to pick it up.
The Twilight Zone music playing over it. I feel like this is like one of those Reddit creepypastas. Like, anybody else remember this movie where these characters were looking over
Bigfoot is this
shit?
Mandela effect or something?
Yeah, like it's like a weird fever.
It's like that what's the one that everybody says? There's like an Aladdin, like Sinbad movie or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, not Shazam. Sinbad. No, starring Sinbad.
Yeah.
It was starring Sinbad.
Everybody remembers it, but
it doesn't
exist.
It does not exist. Yeah.
Knowing what the movie was, we might have bought the only copy in the world.
And it was in the Walmart bin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's the reason
if
why.
we can find clips of this movie and put in this episode, I would be so happy.
Yeah, I
just want to watch the movie again.
I have to find
it's like a fever dream.
Yeah. I can't be Marvin, I am not fucking kidding. I have not thought of that movie in 20-something years, and now I'm going to obsess over this. But I do remember...
Searching for Bigfoot, searching for Sasquatch, finding Sasquatch,
something like that. Now, I will remember this. I do remember this in my brain.
And what I do remember is none of the actors were anybody I've seen before or since.
No, it was a very low-budget film. And I remember...
How that made it into a DVD bin at Walmart is probably a more interesting story than
the movie itself. I will remember this. Knowing what I do now, I'm betting it was a softcore porno of some kind. Because...
Again, why was that in the bin at Walmart?
Who knows? The quality. I remember the quality. And it was like it was shot on a camcorder.
It was just zhizhed up enough in the editing process that it passed.
It passed for a movie.
Yeah.
Yes. And it looked
like... It was one of those ones where if you watched it with your TV on a certain setting, it'd be like, did someone film this on a toaster? What the hell's going on?
It reminded me of a lot of the early sci-fi movies, the sci-fi original movies. I'm going to be obsessing over this fucking movie.
That's all I'm thinking about.
That's all I'm thinking about right now. That's fucking insane. Wow.
I literally thought about it like a couple months ago. And I was like, I'm going to save that for a podcast. And I didn't think of it until like right before I brought it up.
The best question that I have is what the hell triggered that?
I don't know.
That repressed memory.
If you look up like searching for Sasquatch.
Well, that's just that there's several searching for Sasquatches and searching for Bigfoots and everything like that.
Like I can remember if you showed me the DVD cover, I'd be like, that's it.
That's it? Yeah. See, I can't remember that at all.
That's going to be... we have to find that.
Yes, I have to find it. I have a mission.
Maybe Reddit's the place we should go with it.
That might be. You go to Missing Media or Lost Media or something. r/lost media. Something like that. Which, by the way, you want to go down rabbit holes, that is a wicked, great subreddit.
Yeah.
There's one I've been following called CR6, which involved the creator pretending to kill himself and then going to Chile. And it all started because some guy was bored while watching Better Call Saul and was going through the Wikipedia page of Better Call Saul and was clicking on random actors and found that this actor had a credit for a show called CR6, and that's what started this whole rabbit hole.
I can't look at it because I'll have
crazy.
To call out of work. I'll be in such a rabbit hole.
It's insane. The story behind it is insane. There was a channel that did a really good documentary about them discovering it or trying to find it, and it's dated now because they've learned some more shit about it, and I'm like, this is insane.
We messed up going down that rabbit hole because now we're fucking not firing on all cylinders anymore. Just thinking about that damn movie.
It is really funny because Mark is also, he's obsessed with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And there's one picture on his trail cam of it's clearly the bear is really close to and standing up because it's looking at the camera.
Goddamn Bigfoot.
And it does up like because all you see is like this like blur of fur. Like it's Bigfoot. There are two bait sites where I was or where I'm going to be. There's one further up, and then there's one where my Aunt Ree used to hunt all the time.
Down that corner on the right.
Yes. Yep. Have you seen the shack that's built there?
I haven't actually been to the shack.
It's hysterical. I love it. There's even a little heater in it.
Perfect.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, this is like the perfect place to just, like, especially during deer season, in the height of deer season when it's like really kind of crisp cold. Yeah. It's the type of cold that like you can feel it in your bones.
You can hear it when you're walking.
Yes. You're not lying. Like there's like a crisp. Everything has like this crisp. You can
sound. See it. You can almost see it. I don't know how to describe that, but you can look outside and see that it's cold.
Yes.
There's like a certain quality to what everything looks like.
And it's yes.
And it's not just like frost. I mean, that's obvious, like frost, or you see that puddle's iced over.
Right.
There's just, which is obviously it's cold out. It's just like when it's cold out, you can just like see it in the air.
Everything is like freakishly still.
Yeah.
But there's always a period during deer season where that happens.
No.
And of course, I get caught in the middle of it. I call it Aunt Ree's shooting shack. Has a heater in it, and I'm just like, you could crack open a few beers in here, and just sit there.
That's clean living.
And he has another one. I call it the porta potty. That's the one that's further up that I don't think you've seen either.
Probably
because
not.
I haven't taken you over there to look at it. But that's actually where I've shot my last 2 bears.
Nice.
Is in that one. I call it the porta potty because it's this big, tall plastic thing that you sit in.
Yeah.
And it's just big enough for 2 people. So one can look off to the left, one can look off to the right, and then both of you can look dead center.
Right.
And they always go toward there. The fact that there's one on by Aunt Ree's shooting shack this year is shocking to me, because the bears don't go down there. So I'm curious, now that we've put the bait out, where's the bear population going to migrate?
Yeah, it's a good experiment.
Well, we just have to wait.
Yeah.
Because
wait and see.
We can't put bait out. We couldn't put bait out until yesterday, which is also the first day of bear season.
Yeah, because there's some bait sites where you bait it, it'll be weeks before.
Yes. I don't think it'll be weeks down there. Last year we had this little guy, and I think somebody shot his mother because he was so tiny. He was so tiny, and I named him Baloo because every time we would put more bait he would come right in.
Yeah.
And I would just sit there and watch him, and he was so tiny that he could fit his entire body into the thing except his ass.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest shit.
So anyway, I shot him now.
And so I shot him. Yeah. I caught him on film actually a few times. This is before we had that camcorder, so all I had was my cell phone.
Yeah.
So not the best footage. But he would come in like clockwork. It would be about 20 minutes after we dumped the stuff and left. But I really hope that bear made it through. I'll shoot him this year if he walks in front of me. But last year I was sitting there like, I'm rooting for you, little guy.
Yeah.
Because he was way too small, and he was clearly by himself. So I'm hoping he lived. I would love to see him.
I'm sure he did, unless he got shot by another hunter.
I'm pretty sure he did fine. I was just worried that because we used to have this big male, and I mean big male, and he was the one that I wanted. Right, that would hang out down there, and it's crazy how many times they came in. I could see them, and I could tell which bear family was which, and everything like that. I'd seen them so many times. This guy, I was really nervous that Baloo was going to run into that big guy.
And they will.
Not going to be pretty.
I don't know as I've ever. I'm sure they do it, but I don't know as I've ever heard or seen a black bear kill another black bear.
Oh,
I know. I've heard of them eating cubs.
They'll kill the cubs.
Right.
I don't know if they'll eat the cubs, but they'll kill the cubs. That way they can...
And it's documented that big grizzlies will kill other big grizzlies just because they don't like them.
Well, grizzlies get in a bloodlust.
Yeah.
Have you seen what they do to salmon?
Oh, sure.
It's insane.
Wolves will do it.
Do they do it?
I believe so. A pack will get, the bloodlust, and...
It's crazy. Yeah, you're right, because foxes will do it with chickens.
Yeah. Oh, I heard this the other day that's fascinating to me. So in areas where foxes and cougars are living together, or not foxes, where wolves and cougars are living together, because the mountain lions are so much better at hunting than the wolves are, the wolves will get lazy and just follow the mountain lions around. And so the mountain lion gets a kill, then the wolves will swarm in and push the cougar off the kill, and then they'll eat it. What researchers, or I don't know who, have noticed is that a cougar will kill like 2 or 3 deer and just leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it knows that the wolves are following him. And he'll leave those, and then he'll go kill 1 or 2 for himself. You want to talk about really dropping the deer population quick. But
yeah.
that's why whenever one of these western states that have blue leadership decide, you know what we're going to do? We're going to reintroduce wolves to this area. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? I can understand reintroducing wolves to the area. What drives me nuts is that there's so many areas where they've done this, and the population has clearly come back and is strong.
Yeah, then they won't institute a hunting season.
Right.
For them.
That drives me absolutely up the wall, because then they get out of control.
Yeah, they decimate the elk or the deer population immediately.
They get absolutely out of control. I think Joe Rogan has talked about it. He's the one that introduced me to this issue, and which has led me down other rabbit holes.
I think, is that Ontario? Back in like the 80s and 90s, it was like the primest big buck hunting areas like you could go to in North America. Like if you wanted to go shoot a big buck, it was like, you know, Saskatchewan, Kansas, Ontario, you know. And then wolves kind of, I don't know if they got reintroduced to Ontario or if they just naturally kind of came back. I think it's Ontario. Someone's going to comment and tell me I'm an idiot, which is not untrue, but
it's fine. I got called a half-wit the other day, so it's all right.
Perfect.
Can I tell you something that I'm utterly obsessed with? It's called the Fiordland moose.
The New Zealand moose?
Yes.
That they don't know if it still exists or not.
If it still exists or not, but they keep finding sheds every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yes. I am obsessed with the Fiordland moose. For those of you who don't know, which is probably a vast majority of you, Fiordland moose was an attempt by the New Zealand government, and I think they teamed up with Canada, to introduce moose to the jungles of New Zealand and to see if a population could survive there, but specifically so certain people could hunt them.
Right. It was like a rich guy thing.
The last known sighting, or proven sighting, of a Fiordland moose was in the 1960s, and there's photos. It was a cow.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of it.
Yeah, and that photo is like, it's clear. Yeah, that's a moose.
It's clearly a moose. Yeah. An eerie photo, because there's like 3 or 4 of them taken that this guy took. If you look at the photo itself, it almost looks like you couldn't tell that was New Zealand.
Right.
But then all of a sudden you learn a backstory of the photo. You're like, oh, that's kind of creepy. That's kind of eerie.
New Zealand's only native land mammal is the bat.
And they have wings. That makes sense.
So like, there's like no native deer, like all the like the deer and like sheep or anything that are over there were introduced.
How did the native islanders live?
No idea. Fish must be.
God damn. It's kind of like horses too. There weren't any horses over here until people from England came over here, or not England, sorry, Europe came over here.
It's funny that like horses are kind of seen as like the Native American thing. Yeah. Which, sure, like, you know, they definitely use them to their advantage, but it's like, you know,
they weren't over here until we came over here.
Right. It's more of a, you know, European thing, really, originally.
And another thing, too, that I really find fascinating. What does this have to do with hunting? I don't know.
Spain, I think. Anyway.
It's probably Spain.
Yeah.
Italian food is known for tomatoes. But before we found the New World, tomatoes weren't a thing.
No.
And I think that concept blows my mind as well. The potato wasn't a thing either.
Potatoes are seen as you said potatoes, right?
Yes.
Potatoes have always been seen as like an Irish thing.
Yes.
I believe it was they found them over here
and brought them back,
and then brought them over to Ireland, and they just found they grew well.
Tobacco too.
Yeah.
Tobacco too. That was big.
This is a mixed bag episode.
This episode is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
This might be all clip and all like it'll be like, you know, the title will be like bears, Sasquatch, something and more.
And more. Yeah. Dangerous hunts. I'm going to put this hypothetical out there. What would you do if you fucking were out in the woods hunting and you came across fucking Sasquatch?
I know for sure there's no doubt in my mind that it's Bigfoot.
Yes.
Do I have a gun?
Yes.
So I'm hunting.
Yeah.
It depends on how the encounter goes. If I see him for like a few seconds, I'm like, Bigfoot, it's just going to be, I'm going to be like amazed.
Yeah.
If it's like there's Bigfoot and he's standing there for like a while sort of thing, eventually it's going to creep into my head. I got to shoot this fucking thing.
Yeah, that's the debate.
It completely depends on how much time I have to think.
That's the debate, because my brain, in the way how my brain works, goes.
Because the money I'd get from shooting Bigfoot,
it's true,
and having his body, I am a real big fan of not having to ever work again. So
yeah, right. I don't know. I think I'd let him live.
Can I say I'd kill him and feel bad about it?
Sure,
a little bit.
I'll feel a little bad,
yeah.
Because then, like, you see like his little son's popping his head around the corner.
All right, that wasn't a part of the original hypothetical. Now we're talking about a witness, so I gotta fucking kill him too.
Because if you don't, it's gonna become Kill Bill, but with Sasquatch.
Yeah,
he's gonna grow up harboring, knowing that you killed his papa, and then you're gonna have Bigfoot outside your window trying to kill you.
Get raped by a goddamn Bigfoot.
Oh my god. There's a movie called Night of the Demon. Terrible title for a movie, but fuck a duck, is that movie crazy. There are 2 kills in that film that make me die laughing. One is there's this biker who pulls off on the side of the road to take a piss, and Bigfoot just grabs his dick and rips it off. And you see it.
I like it so far.
You see it. You see a hand grab a dick, and then all of a sudden it ripped. My favorite part of that, though, is the guy who has his dick ripped off goes, "Oh no!" There is a scene where there's this poor girl who's being horribly abused by her dad. She runs away, gets found by Bigfoot. This movie sounds incredible. She gets found by Bigfoot, and Bigfoot rapes her, impregnates her, and they have this blob of a baby.
I have to watch this.
It is on YouTube for free. I don't know how, but it is. It was made in 1980, and it is one of the goriest movies I've ever seen, and it's great. Marvin, what the hell was this episode?
We're tired from bear hunting and just
I'm about to drive 2.5 hours south. You didn't go out this morning, though.
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did go out this morning.
You did go out this morning.
Yeah, I went and hunted that Vermont spot I was going to hunt yesterday, but...
Oh, fuck! We should have talked about that.
Yeah, yesterday morning, we had this big plan. He was going to film, and I was going to go hunt Vermont. And we started driving down the road. I was like, wait a minute. Let me check my wallet, make sure I have my license. Sure enough, I didn't. And so I was like, oh, it'll be on the kitchen table. So we drive back here. It wasn't that far at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, there's no fucking... I can't find a license, my Vermont license anywhere. And I remember printing off 2 copies when I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find them anywhere, so we said screw it, and we hunted New Hampshire.
That was... I can't say it. Never mind. I'm not.
It'll be in the video.
It was funny.
Let's just say I didn't want to change the plan.
Day 1, kind of.
Kind of.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll try to crank out at least one more before deer season really starts.
It really starts, yeah. I already know you're going to bag a bear before me.
Maybe.
It's possible. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do it. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to hunt next week whatsoever, and I'm going to have to wait for the following week to go. And the reason why is because, again, I don't want to interfere with those people who are going to be hunting on that property beforehand.
Right.
Because also I don't want them getting in my way either.
Yeah.
You know. But the rules here have it that if I were to hunt anywhere else, like if, let's say I were to just go out back of my parents' house and I get a bear,
sure,
I would have to get my second bear there as well.
Yeah.
I could not suddenly go to D1.
Yeah, which sucks.
And get my second one there. No, it has to be the other way around.
Did you buy 2 tags already?
No, I only bought the one.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only bought the 1 tag. Luckily, the bait site that I'm at is in C1. So.
Yes. Yep. That could be, you could either use that as your first bear, or better yet, you could use it as your second bear.
Right. So the first one I can shoot anywhere. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah, the first one you can shoot anywhere. The second one, yeah, you
Plus,
have
I've
to.
got my Vermont tag, so I might shoot one over there too.
Yeah.
People will either love this episode or hate it.
Or they will absolutely hate it. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care.